Hi, Steve the Amateur Historian here at the entrance, or at least one of the entrances, to Tualatin Hills Nature Park. I was actually looking up stuff for another video, and I want to start doing more things west of the West Hills, because I don't really get out here that often, and I kind of want my channel to be all-encompassing Portland metropolitan area, and that includes Hillsboro, Aloha, Beaverton, Tigard, Tualatin, Wilsonville, even Sherwood if I can even get out there. But anyway, here I am at a park that I did not know was in existence until less than 48 hours ago. From what I've gathered, which isn't much, which I intentionally didn't do, I wanted everything out here to be a surprise. Speaking of surprise shade, I wanted to just kind of come out here and just discover things as I do. But look at this. Here's a map of the park. Look at how big this place is. And there's paths everywhere. And I'm more or less kind of here. Here I am, and here's where I shall be. Make sure you don't drag any exterior crap from the damn city into this park. That means that there's probably a lot of particular plant life that needs a particular setup, existence, whatever the heck you want to call it. Don't need a bunch of stranger dirt. Lord knows what else has gotten onto these shoes over the past 13 months. I don't really know how busy this park is, too. It's Tualatin Hills, but we're technically in Beaverton, so... I mean, we're in the city and we're not. And this looks more like something people will go on. This looks more like something I'm gonna go on. And it looks like it's called the Old Wagon Trail. Wow. I'm ready to go. This is still cool. I might come back this way. I don't know. It's a cool little bridge. Probably get a look at the... Whoa, I almost walked right off the trail. But a cute look at the plant life. And the webbings. There's like a green spider in there. That is... I don't know if I've... Not to scare you arachnophobic people, but... green spiders. I've never seen that before. They're only indigenous to this area. Why does it sound like there's liquid? Oh wait, bottle of water. Like, why does it sound like there's liquid in my bag? Look at this bad boy. Wow. This guy has been beaten. I hear some big vehicle out here. It's cool. I always love it when they do this with these, they lay down logs, use the natural life out here to kind of rekindle it. I'm already on the fringe of the park. There's a fence up there with prison wire around it. Am I next to a prison? Wouldn't that suck if that was actually true? I don't think that's the case, but yeah, that would suck. Ooh, look through here. Is this kind of marsh field? That's pretty sweet. Pretty swell. Good for you, Tualatin. Beaverton. Ooh. Looks like we're following a bit of a zigzag pattern here. Back and forth, back and forth. Uh-oh. Is this another trail branching off? You know, the more obscure the trail, the more I like it. I don't know. Oh man, I'm probably gonna walk into one of those green spider webs. Or the green spiders. The webs aren't probably the last thing I should be worried about. Yeah, this is a little bit more of an obscure path, but a path no less. And this far out here, I don't know if I have to worry so much about homeless people. I probably shouldn't count my chickens before they hatch. What's this over here? It's probably some, either I would guess to feed animals or to kill off undesirables out here. Yeah. Squeeze through here. I'm gonna be safe. Pick up a stick in case any of these webs pop up, because those green spiders, I don't know, those are leaving a lasting impression on me. Look at this. Enough water used to roll through here, and then that kind of, is this a trail? I don't think it really is. Nah, just kind of, you know me, never give up until it's definitive. Yeah, that looks like it just meanders. I just saw a little opening. I thought maybe that's, I mean, because this is a trail, and this is, I mean, this is maybe a trail. This might just be an old waterway. I really, ooh. Well, this is adorable. Of course, some jackasses had to come out here and leave their trash here. This is cool. It's a little spot down by what I presume is a creek. Not too shabby. And we are back to the old wagon trail. Is that what it was called? I think so. So it's called Old Wagon Trail. I'm assuming that's just a tribute of some kind. I doubt this is actually a route that a wagon went down. But you know, who am I to say? I don't know history around here that well. I especially don't know old-time wagon history that well. All that back there. And this ground, that just, I mean, that almost looks like it's some like rotted out shirts mangled over time, or like an egg carton. Just the substance. And then whatever this is that business that I'm probably been hearing stuff from, that we must straddle along. Ah, very good. We got some park info up here. You know, I love this mess. Biosuales imitate nature. Look at this guy. Above this quiet wooded spot at the top of the steep bank, TriMet parks and services 250 buses. Oh. Hereish. When it rains, storm water drains from about 30 acres of mostly paved surfaces toward this area of the park. This runoff can be a problem for wetland plants, animals, and aquatic habitats. Looks like it's just them talking about how great TriMet is. Got your native, oh, lots of birds. That's cool. I think we're so used to hearing birds just kind of tweeting in our general life, regardless of where you are. You get out to a place like this, you hear the birds tweeting, and you just kind of sometimes forget to think, oh, these are like, you know, specific birds. Birds that are very prominent to a certain area. This freaking yellow jacket is just lingering in front of me, and I've had my share of yellow jackets for this summer. Oh man, this is so cool through here. These, I don't remember exactly what these are called, but they're like bamboo if bamboo had an infant child. And it just kind of lines you through here. Oh man, I'm already feeling it heating up. It's late morning. It's supposed to be 87, 88, something like that. You know, 80 something, 90 something. Who knows anymore? That guy probably thinks I'm a little crazy. I was like videoing stuff, but I was just kind of like, because you know, I don't want to video people while I'm, you know, out doing this. Like, oh hi, do you want to be in my vlog? I don't know where I am. Now, one of the negatives is there's probably not going to be a lot of unexpected gems found. More than anything, primarily because, you know, this is a park completely wrapped in the city. Doesn't mean I'm not going to look. Now, this trail kind of moves towards... So the old wagon trail continues that way, but I'm kind of trying to avoid going too far west because that's where I want to end, so I'm going to follow the mink path. You minks. This looks like it directs you more towards the center of the park. Something you always gotta watch out for in these parks. You got a lot of trails, a lot of big thick roots from these amazing trees out here, and they pop up right. Is this even a root or is this? I'm not sure, but they pop up and you can hurt yourself on them. I once almost missed the last like 2 meets of a cross-country season because I was running in a park similar to this, and I was just running, hit something like this and went tweak, busted my ankle, couldn't walk for a week. Fortunately, I was young and virile. Yeah, now that we're getting deeper into here, it's getting more quiet and it's getting kind of darker. I love it when parks get really dark. Look at this. Look at this feather. It's half black, half blue. That is so cool. Off of one of these intriguing birds, no doubt. Yep, see, almost tripped right on that. It's a pretty cool bridge and kind of just a cool elevated route in general. Those 2 older guys just walked by me and one of them was like, yeah, get a good bottle of Boone's Farm wine. And so I was like, apple. I can't. Well, for a main path, this is pretty damn angelic, I'll tell you that much. Except for this freaking yellow jacket who thinks he just owns the place. Get away from me. Don't touch me, you son of a bitch. Wildlife preserve area. Yeah, that's no surprise with how much space in here that's not traveled. So now, no shocking to me, that's a wildlife realm. There's a lot of folks out here today. It is Sunday. What's in there? It looks like there's a dead, some kind of bug in there. Yeah, I don't know. If you know, wait, what's this? Insect. I'm guessing. Just guessing. Maybe those are out here to like attract those types of bugs that they don't want out here. That's my best guess. Bug traps for the unwanted. What have we got here? So I'm on the vine maple trail that wraps around. Nature center's that way, so that's where frickin' people will probably be. Elliott Path this way. Well, this looks attractive. No bicycles. You frickin' Portland bicycle people. Thinking you can bicycle wherever you please with your bicycles. Hey, Forrest Gump moment. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Steve, there's people around. I'm sorry, I don't know if I've ever had an opportunity to channel the opening of Forrest Gump that way. What the hell is this now? Beetle graffiti, huh? That's a new one on me. When bark falls away from a dead tree, it usually exposes a network of bark beetle tunnels. Oh yeah, okay, so that's what those are. I've seen those in trees and wondered what the heck they are, if that's just natural. Any bark beetle? I mean, looks like some bark's been chipped away, but probably more kicked off by people. Probably trails in there. I remember being like awe-inspired as a kid when I would walk into trees and you'd see these trees more like that one where it's almost like there's rifts that go up and around and you'd see ants walking up them and going in and out of the trees almost like they were walking down roads. And I was always mystified by ant colonies as a kid. This is interesting. Sorry, I had to pause the story. I wonder if that just landed like that, or if it ended up that way. I mean, I don't see why anybody would intentionally do that. You know, probably endanger one of these trees. This tree's kind of turning to this way. Anyway, sorry, I had to stop for that. You don't see that every day. It's almost as if it's being held up by magic. Look at this. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What? No! Big Fir Trail. Wow. Big Fir Trail. You never turn down a trail called the Big Fir. Oh, look at this. That's these deposits. Is that pancake batter? Sorry, it's kind of what are those snails? Nope, just dead leaves. They wrapped like they were the back of snail, like shells for snails. I don't know why I was having such a hard time saying that. Big old, wow, that tree got uprooted and chopped down a long time ago. Winds of change. Ooh, deer are seen in the openings of this place. Oh man, if I see a deer, that's it for me. You got chipmunks, not very often seen in the city. Woodpeckers, you'll know them by hearing them. Oh, I thought this was another trail. It's just a lot of logs that have been knocked down and wah wah wah. No hiking through here. Man, screw you. I'll explore wherever I please. This looks interesting. Pretty much when I see people coming at me, that's a sign I need to change the trail I'm on. So I was on the Big Fir and now oh, there is a sign there. Okay, well I turned off on a trail but I don't know the name of it, so we're just gonna see where it takes us. This interesting, it's like a dome-shaped mess of webs, but it goes like up and look at that. Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to piss you off, Spider. I'm just in awe of your homestead. It's one of the things I like, you know. It's nice enough to have peace and quiet, walking down cool trails in a park you've never been before, but I love finding all these just little interesting things that are to be found out there. If you keep your eyes open, chipmunk, I'm guessing. If you keep your eyes open, you can accomplish anything. Marty, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Actually, it looks like I'm coming to an opening. So I'm wondering if maybe there's deer out here. I need to be quiet. Yeah, I'm not sure what part of this park I'm coming out at. I don't know if I'm I feel like I'm kind of in the middle of it. I may even be more, I feel like I'm in like the southern part of it because I've been going south so much. But yeah, there's a big opening out here, so I'm wondering if this is where they said you can see deer grazing out here. I'm not hearing anybody else on this trail, which I hope that's how it's been for a while, because, you know, once a bunch of stupid yelling people show up, the deer run for it, unless they're, you know, it's kind of a small town environment. my grandparents lived in Wairika, California, like 22 miles south of the Oregon-California border. Lived there from like the early end of the 50s, mid 50s, maybe even earlier, until my grandfather's death in 2002. And it's a small town, kind of, on the way to Mount Shasta. And they, you'd open the door and step outside, there'd be 6 deer in your front yard, and they'd all just stop and look at you. It's like, what's your problem, bud? It was cool. There was always deer in your front yard, and they, it was a quiet town, so the deer, like, they'd get a little skittish when people showed up, but they wouldn't like run away from you. They would just kind of like slowly turn. They'd do that slow turn and walk away. I wish there was a path here, because I could look into the opening out there, see if there's any deer afoot. Okay, well, wait. It appears we have a, don't want that touching me, though. I don't really know how much of a trail this is, though, and I don't really want this crap touching me. Yeah, it just ends right there. If I see a deer before this trek ends, nothing else in this world matters. I got to see a deer. Oh, shit. Oh, look at that. That's a snake. Hey there, fella. I don't even know what kind of snake that is. Oh, yep, there he goes. Yeah. Oh, man, the moment he took off, man. I got freaking goosebumps on my arms. I ain't gonna mess with you, buddy. I have been having outrageous luck stumbling onto snakes recently. This is the 3rd trek in a row that I've stumbled onto a snake, but that one's a lot bigger than the other ones I've seen. The other ones are your little garden variety garter snakes. But yeah, I went to, God, where did I go? I saw one at Rocky Butte. And I also saw one, I want to say, at Oaks Bottom. Here I am at Tualatin Hills, and I just stumbled across one. Fortunately, most of these snakes out here, they're a lot more afraid of us than we are of them. Oh my God. It's a family of deer. Oh my God. Oh man. It's okay. Yeah, because that looks like a parent deer. Those look like her kids, so I don't want to pose any kind of a threat. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just going this way. I'm not bothering you. Hi there. It's okay. Yeah, I'm... That's amazing. Hi there. Hi there. Yeah, I don't want to, I saw a deer. Yeah, I didn't want to try to get too close to them because that looked like a mother deer with her. The 2 other deer were obviously considerably smaller, so that was a mom with, I'm assuming, her kids. So the potential of the mama deer getting hostile towards me kind of kicks up a notch potentially. So I really was not expecting to see deer, but I saw deer. I don't care what else happens on this trek now. I saw deer. Did you see a deer today? No. If you want to see deer, go down the Trillium Loop, because now I'm back to the Big Fur Trail. Right back where I started. My heart is just, not like pounding, but my heart is just like, I swear, if you want to end war and instigate peace, just put a family of deer in front of everybody's front yard. Everybody would just be, oh my God. I love listening to middle-aged men talk. These 2 women come out there in running clothes. He's in clothes like he's gonna go, like he's gonna hang out at a campground. And like the 2 women are like, no, we go this way. I've been here before. We go this way. And the guy's just like, no way, because we're here. And she's like, no, that we're here, and that's just a loop. We go this way to get where we go. It's like, no. It's like, dude. I'm sorry, I have such a bone to pick in so many regards with fucking certain. I'm not doing a blanket statement, but I'm just so sick of, like, this certain sect of middle-aged men who just, they can't handle it when a woman knows something before them, so they have to, like, well, it's not, I mean, that's the sexism side of it, but in a much more innocent angle, just, like, and I mean, I kind of have an issue with this because a lot of the patriarchal figures in my life are like this, so I grew up used to that, but it's just this, like, this sect of men who can't just listen to people. They have to, like, be like, no, you can't be right because I haven't figured it out for myself yet. Just, I don't frickin' know. Just shut up. Shut up. Anyway, I'm on the owl trail. Was it owl? It may have just been owl trail. It may have been owl something trail. I keep seeing, what the heck? These are like, I thought those were Tic Tacs. I was like, those like cinnamon Tic Tacs, but no, they're just these little chili looking things that are obviously falling out of something out here. Damn it. I'm hearing the yellow jackets. I'm hearing the buzzes all around me. I don't even know if I wanted to go this way. I mean, honestly, I have no clue where I am now. I mean, so I just hope I'm not backtracking. That's my concern. Well, okay then. It appears I've come back out to the trail that goes, yeah, the Vine Maple Trail, which I branched off of down there a little earlier. I guess I'll go this way. I mean, I may as well at least pass by the nature center. They may have a little store there, because I'm telling you, I could use a drink right now. Okay, so this is where the Big Fir Trail comes out. So if I would have stayed on the Big Fir Trail, it would have just come out here, so. Fine that I came out this way. Still heading this direction towards this nature center that every sign keeps talking about, but I see no signs of. I think it's a ruse. I think they're trying to lead us into some kind of abduction. I don't trust this place anymore. I mean, these folks seem to be cool with it, but who knows, maybe they're part of it. A moss has no compass. Are you lost? Forget the folktale about moss growing on the north side of trees. I wasn't even aware that was a thing. Now I know it, only to find out that it's not true. So this must be this nature center they speak of. Alright, where am I? So I came in from kind of here, and I guess this doesn't say where I am. Never mind. Oh, this is cool. These different types of species that are here. Red huckleberry. Silal, that's how I'm saying it. It's cool. Wild strawberry. Pretty cool. So I'm at the parking lot, which doesn't really do much for me because I don't have a car. Maybe this will provide me some guidance. Okay, at least, okay, so yes, I am. So I'm here now, and I want to get back over here. So I mean, at least I pretty much covered the whole park, to be fair. I did the Trillium loop. I didn't do the Ponderosa loop, so I'm gonna go back. Kind of start making my way back that way. Back to the Big Fir Trail, which is the one I need to take to get back to, well, not to get back, because I'm going to an area I haven't been, but to get to where I need to go. That's what I'm trying to spit out for all of you. Speaking of spitting out, what the? That looked like some child's spat outness. Okay, so this is the Big Fir, but I never got to do the Ponderosa loop because I turned down the Owl Trail first. So this is actually an area I haven't seen, and you know me. If it's unseen by me, I am not going to pass it up for a brief venture. Maybe I'll see some more critters out here. I've already seen a decent-sized snake and a deer family. As I was speaking, I heard something go in the bushes. Probably, you know, any marginal-sized creature hearing me coming. If I heard me coming, I'd run. Not out of fear, just to be known. Yeah, they're talking about the squirrels. I was going to say I saw none until coming down this trail, and now I'm just hearing them left and right in the bushes. Western gray squirrel, Oregon white oak. The Kalapuya, if I'm saying that right, tribe used fire to keep white oak, savanna, and woodland areas open for food gathering and hunting. Periodic burning removed small trees that otherwise would rapidly crowd and overtop the slow-growing and shade-intolerant white oak trees. Look at that uprooted monstrosity. And it just kind of goes off into the brush. Just spitballing as I'm killing time between here and there. This is interesting. All these trees, these are like how trees kind of tend to look out more like Eastern Oregon way, where it's like they're almost just falling apart and dead down, you know, the lower parts, but then you look way up to the top and you've got, you know, pine and whatnot. It's interesting. You don't really see trees like that a lot in the Willamette Valley. I want to go to the beach so bad. In loving memory of Michael Howard Gold. Don't know who you were, Michael Howard Gold, but if you got your name on a plaque on a bench in a park, you were probably a pretty cool dude. Wait, let's see. Insect trap, property of Oregon Department of Agriculture. So insects. So yeah, I think the objective of this thing is to capture those sorts of bugs that they don't want out here. So I think I was right. You're welcome. As though there was any complete confidence in my mind until I actually read the tag on that one. Oh man. See, this is what I love. These almost thicket-like spaces. And you can be at peace. You don't have to worry about all the shit in the world for like 5 seconds, you know? You don't have to worry about the fact that you have to look for a new job, which I'm probably going to start doing pretty soon. You don't have to worry about your rent. You don't have to worry about the fact that we're not even halfway through the Trump presidency. You can just come out here and literally force yourself mentally to just disassociate. You got to disassociate sometimes, or everything becomes overwhelming, and the 3 to 4 immediate problems in your life starts to feel like 20, 30 problems. You have to disassociate. My aunt taught me that when I was suffering for what was pretty much the only time in my life I was suffering the worst depression I've ever had. And I'm not a depressive person, as I hope I have conveyed with my channel. And that was something she taught me because I was so overwhelmed. Like, independently of my depression, I was overwhelmed by my living situation, my, hey there, squirrel, my romance situation, everything else. There he goes. And it was overwhelming. And she was like, we have to disassociate sometimes. It keeps us from being overwhelmed. And another thing, while I'm offering, well, at least life advice that works for me, is when you have something that's bothering you and it's just in your brain, talk about it out loud to yourself. You know, we're taught that talking to yourself makes you a crazy person. It's always embarrassing when you're, well, I mean, technically I'm kind of talking to myself right now. I mean, that's really what vlogging is. The camera's here, but there's not another person here. But, you know, we're kind of taught, you know, you stumble around, you're walking around, you're talking to yourself, oh my God, why is that? You turn a corner, someone's standing there, and they just look at you like you're the craziest person in the world. We're taught that, you know, talking to yourself is a crazy thing to do, because it is something, unfortunately, that a lot of people with mental illnesses do as an aspect of their illness. But that's another thing. I'm not saying what to do to deal with your illness. I'm going down the Trillium Trail again, just in case I see maybe the deer again. I can't help it. But I found something really stressful happened, something really rough, really bad, whatever, that's happened, and it's in my head, and it's recent, so you know when something big happens, it's stuck in your head, you're thinking about it ceaselessly. I'll sit there and think about it and be just drastically bothered by it. It just bothers me. Think about it for hours, I'm like, God, stop bothering me. If I stop doing that crap, just sitting there thinking about it and, you know, non-verbalizing it, if I stop doing that and start discussing it with myself, why it bothers me, it's a much more powerful emotional release, for one, and I find that I make sense of it. You know, in 10-15 minutes, I'll make sense, and I'll feel so much better about myself. You know, it's like they say, you know, when you talk something over with another person, it always makes you feel better. Well, you can achieve, not necessarily the same thing, but you can achieve a comparable aspect of relief by talking things through to yourself. It doesn't make you a crazy person to talk to yourself when you're needing to process and understand all the crap that's going on in your life. That doesn't make you a weirdo, you know? So for the time being, I'm alone. I was about to leave, and then I saw this. Call me crazy. This kind of looks a bit like a trail. Of course, we'll find out. What about this way? That might be something. It's like a mini trail that you can just barely make it out. Yeah, I wonder where this goes. Yeah, this is a trail. I mean, maybe a forgotten one, but a trail nonetheless. Excuse me, plant life. That kind of trails off. Interesting. Seems to kind of end here with a piece of pipe, a memento of my childhood for Halloween, and some wood. I wonder if somebody was living out of here and had a sweet tooth. That sign said there's some interesting species of birds that hang out along this creek, including herons, which are usually pretty hard to find. Don't think I'm gonna see any today. Oh man, we got a lot of trails converging. Ash Loop, which I'd like to go on. That's the Chickadee Loop. Didn't go that way either. Well, let's just see how long this is. I am here. So the Ash Loop is a little bit more eventful. I think I went down the Chickadee Loop. I remember that part. So I'm going to go down the Ash Loop here because it just wraps around and reconnects with the Big Fir and leads me out the way I want to go. And who knows, I might see a heron along the way. Oh, what do we got here? This looks like a viewpoint out into the marsh. When I say put him in the marsh. There goes a bird. I wonder if it was one of these kingfishers. God, I love kingfishers. Look at them. They're badass as can be. Loving memory of Alexander J. Wisner Jr. Another guy who was probably a G. And this looks like almost a trail going down there, but I'm not going to invade the wildlife. I'll just look at it respectfully from a distance. Wow. Yeah, there's some kind of bird in the water way off over there. I see its head. I mean, it could be a duck for all we know, but I don't know. It could be a kingfisher. These, it's really cool because the sun's hitting it just right. These rounded webs. I don't know how those come together. I've never seen them like that before. This is the first time I've seen them like that. Where they're rounded like that is so cool. God, I feel like I'm going into the redwood forest. Am I in California right now? Nope, just Beaverton, Oregon. Can only assume I'm back to the big fir trail. Yes, sir. Big cedar grove. Yeah, that's putting it lightly. Shady grove features impressive old western red cedars. The trees with reddish, fibrous bark and trunks that get a little bit flooded near the bottom. I'm guessing that means the way they go out like that. Windstorm of '95 gave them a boost by toppling several good-sized cedars, letting in more sun. It's about the only benefit we got from the windstorm of 1995. Traumatized me for 2 years. Yeah, it knocked down some trees in this park. It also knocked a tree onto my apartment and almost crushed me to death. True story. This is a rather innocuous exit. Thought there'd be something a little less claustrophobic to lead you out of here. And that, my friends, is Tualatin Hills Nature Park, back in there somewhere. So, anyway, it's open from sunrise to sunset, which I guess means it has fluctuating hours. Dogs and other pets are prohibited because, you know, they don't want your pets killing the nature. They threaten the wildlife habitat. They're darlings, but they are not appropriate for park space. Whew, which way am I going? I'm not exactly sure which way I'm supposed to go right now. But anyway, guys, till next time, from not Tualatin, this has been Steve the Amateur Historian, and I'll see you next time.